Hey, Big D here on a Friday with a live stream on the of the Big D podcast on the Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page. Before I tell you about the big news that took place last night, please subscribe and like, share, subscribe, comment on the Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page. We can see all my content, all my live streams, all my videos. Got more coming. Super Bowl's next week, so you better believe there will be some Super Bowl content. Also, check out the Big D podcast on Spotify and Apple. Well, it what seemingly took forever, but the Jacksonville Jaguars have found their next head coach in former Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl winning head coach Doug Pederson. Came down late last night, but it was between Tampa Bay Bucks offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich and former Eagles coach Pederson. But Pederson is now going to be the next head coach of my Jacksonville Jaguars. And yes, I've wanted Byron Leftwich from the outset, but I think Doug Pederson's a great hire. One, he played in the NFL as a quarterback. I mean, he was one of 95 Brett Favre backup quarterbacks in Green Bay. But two, this guy's a winner. In 5 years as Eagles head coach, Pederson went 42, 37, and 1. I'm just saying, a winning head coach in the National Football League is hard to find. And 3, NFL, it's important to be offensive minded. And I think Doug Pederson not only brings the quarterback insight from his playing days, but he can really help teach Trevor Lawrence because in many ways, this system with the Jags could remind Pederson of what he did in Philly with Carson Wentz because, yes, people may not like Carson Wentz now in Philadelphia, but in that 2017 season, they sure love Carson Wentz. Let's see. He threw, 33 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and he didn't even play the last 3 or 4 games of the regular season with that 20 ACL. So, Carson Wentz and Lawrence have got similar characteristics. Lawrence is probably a little more consistent, but we'll see. We'll see if Lawrence can fulfill the role of being a number 1 draft pick. But I think Doug Pederson will walk in Jacksonville. Obviously, I would have liked to have seen Byron Leftwich be there because the old Jag quarterback coming back to be the new Jag head coach would have been a lot of fun. But the Trent Baalke situation didn't help matters. It's a bummer because I wanted to see Leftwich, but if Leftwich is plan A, Doug Pederson's not a bad plan B, or maybe Leftwich is 1A, and Doug could be 1B, but I think Doug would do well in Jacksonville. The question is, can the Jags get the talent around? Because the Jags have got a lot of picks. They've got a lot of money to spend in free agency. The question is, can the Jags put enough pieces where Pederson's leadership and offense can match with Lawrence's arm strength and overall talent? Now, here's an interesting thing. You know what today's date is? February 4th, 2022. I'm saying, Eagles fans probably remember this day, but February 4th, 2018 was the date of Super Bowl 52. And you know what happened that day? The Eagles won their first NFL title since 1960, beating the New England Patriots 41-33. Haven't you heard of Philly Special now? Haven't you heard of Philly Special? Where Trey Burton threw a key touchdown at the end of the first half to Nick Foles. Yes, Doug Pederson won a championship with Nick Foles. Nick Foles has got the same amount of Super Bowl MVPs as Aaron Rodgers. Thought I'd throw that in the stream. But it's interesting. If Doug Pederson can make Carson Wentz and Nick Foles into Super Bowl caliber leaders, what can he do with the best talent college football's produced in a long time? I'm just saying. I can't wait to see what Pederson and Lawrence do together. And here's an interesting thing about Lawrence. If you look at his stats from his rookie year, completed 59% of his passes, 3,641 yards, 12 touchdowns, 17 picks, 71.9 passer rate. You know which NFL legend possessed almost identical numbers and a couple characteristics from his rookie year? Oh yeah, how about Payton Manning? Completed 56.7% of his passes for 3,739 yards. Now, true, Manning threw a lot more touchdowns, 26, but he also threw 28 interceptions with a 71.2 passer rating. Just saying. I think it's a coincidence that Trevor Lawrence and Peyton Manning put up very similar rookie numbers, and Peyton Manning became one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. Now, I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence will beat Peyton Manning, but it just shows a rookie season just 1 year, and hopefully Trevor Lawrence got the bad year out of the way, and he'll have 10 or 15 good years because, trust me, being a Jag fan, I hope he's got 10 to 15 good years in him, because if Trevor Lawrence ends up being anywhere close to Peyton Manning, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be set under center. And hopefully we'll not battling for the number one pick, but in contention for a Super Bowl or two in the near future. So just thought I'd tell you about the Jag head coach. I mean, being a Jag fan, I think it's important. I want Trevor Lawrence to succeed. Trust me, I want Trevor Lawrence to succeed. And it's so important to have the head coach run. Because I don't care how talented you are. If you don't have a great head coach, you're not succeeding. Would Tom Brady have played 22 years in the NFL if he didn't have Bill Belichick, one of the greatest leaders in NFL history? How well would Bart Starr and Vince Lombardi have done without each other? Or Bill Walsh, Joe Montana, Chuck Noll, Terry Bradshaw, or Jimmy Johnson, Troy Aikman? How would those great dynasties have done without a great coach and a great quarterback? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.